Welcome back to Paul and Cooks. I'm Nick Miles, and this week Cisco have brought us Brett from the very fabulous Stockpot. Our second dish we're going to make today is Mahi Mahi tuna, which is encrusted in potato. Is that right?
Right.
So how are we going to start? We've already made some potatoes, but how would you make those potatoes?
I would start with potatoes in cold water, bring it to a boil, and cook them. Cook them through to where a knife goes in and comes out real easy. Peel them, cut them up, put them in the oven so they dry out a bit more.
What are we doing with the sauce?
We're going to start a sauce with bacon again. You want to get that going, Nick? You want to go ahead and turn the fire on there? And if you could crush these tomatoes up, just use your hands like Grandma used to do. Don't be scared. Get in there.
Oh, it's nice when you get to play with food.
Just crush those up real good, and we'll get to those in a minute once those are crushed up.
I'm trying not to get them all over me.
That's the challenge.
Now, is there some alcohol involved in this sauce as well?
There is vodka.
All right.
Julienne shallot.
Is that crushed enough for you there?
That's great.
Okay.
I'm going to add some parsley and thyme to it also. These are our dried potatoes now, and they're going to go into a food mill, which is, you get a finer smash out of it, you get a bit more air involved in it, the potato comes out a lot finer. You want to spin that around, Nick?
Yes.
Just spin it and work those through the holes there. Takes a little bit, but it'll come out the bottom. The bacon's getting good and rendered. We're going to add the shallots, the garlic, bit of red chili flake, add a little bit of heat to it, bit of tomato paste, our vodka.
Nice. Are you sure you put enough vodka in there?
No, I think we need a little bit more.
Just checking.
Let's add a little bit more.
How am I doing with this potato?
Is it all the way through? I think we're good. The tomatoes that Nick smashed. We're going to bring that up to a boil. Add our herbs. And a bit of heavy cream. We're going to make gnocchis now. So we've got our potatoes that are smashed in. We're going to add a savory herb blend, which is rosemary, thyme, oregano, parsley. Some of that in there. A bit of salt. Could you turn the sauce down just a bit, Nick?
Yes, definitely. Down to about a medium there.
Yeah. A bit of pepper. This is 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. We're going to lightly beat that. Add that to it. So we've got the egg, the herbs, salt, pepper, potatoes. We're going to start blending that together. And we're going to add flour a little bit at a time, because you don't want too much flour, but you want just enough. And when you start adding the flour, try not to overwork it, which creates gluten, which is a protein that holds bread together. You don't want bread. You want a nice, light, pillowy gnocchi.
Right.
It's starting to look pretty good. We'll pour this out onto the board now.
Now, I've always been interested in how they get those fabulous shapes with a gnocchi.
Well, that's a little trick that you can use with a fork. I'm just going to roll these out and do a long snake or cigar shape. And then I just go and cut little pillows. If you want to put the fork indentation on, you can do that. You can roll it along the fork into the water. There's also certain boards that you can use for it also. But I just like the little pillow shapes.
And that's your gnocchi, right?
And that's gnocchi, and then we'll go ahead and poach that in some boiling water. Nick, can I have you hold the pan and go ahead and puree this bit up?
Okay.
With the immersion blender there.
Let's see if I can get some more tomato around the building here.
That's good. We'll just pour that right in here. You could leave it as it was, or if you want to be a little bit more refined, press it through a china cap. It'll make the sauce a bit smoother. You don't have all the extra bits in it.
Nice.
But you still have all the flavor. Take the Mahi Mahi, which is a Hawaiian Mahi Mahi. It means strong, strong. It's a real succulent, white-fleshed fish. And we're just going to do a simple breading technique here. Would you like to do this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to take the fish.
I'm covered in tomato. Why can't I be covered in flour?
So we'll take the fish and put it this side down into the flour.
This side down into the flour.
Give it a little press.
Okay.
And then pick it up. And same side into the egg. Nope.
Same side
Yep.
into the egg.
Yep. And then we're going to go right into the potato flakes with parsley. We'll give that a little press, make sure we get it on there.
Right.
And then we can go right back on the plate.
Now we have our piece of mahi mahi, which is potato encrusted. We're dropping our gnocchi into the boiling water.
We're going to cook our gnocchi until they float and then go a couple minutes past.
Here we go.
I'm going to add a bit of butter to the pan also for more richness and to help the potatoes get brown.
So as our mahi mahi is cooking in the pan here, let's take a look at another kitchen gadget you should have in your kitchen. We're in your kitchen at Kitchen Caboodle looking at some of the kitchen gadgets that you might like inside your own kitchen, and with Marjorie from Kitchen Caboodle. Marjorie, thank you for coming in today, and you're going to show us the Cuisinart Spice and Nut Grinder.
That's right. This is a fabulous item for both the guy that likes to barbecue and the baker in the house. We're going to start out by doing a little bit of chili. These are just the dried chilies you can get in the grocery store.
Now the advantage of this spice and nut grinder is the fact that I know you were saying a lot of people use their coffee grinders to make these spices.
That's right.
But this one actually is washable.
That's right. You can remove this, you can throw it in the dishwasher. That way you don't get that cross-contamination. So this is just powdering the chili.
Just push on the lid down to make it work.
And what we're going to do is keep adding some things. We're going to add a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of coriander, and a little bit of pecans. And what we're doing is making a basic start of a mole.
Nice. Now a couple of seconds to grind that.
And it comes out looking like that.
Now,
and take a smell of that.
That's a really nice, strong smell, but it also has the sweetness and the richness that goes with all of those spices. So if you'd like a Cuisinart Spice and Nut Grinder, head out to Kitchen Caboodle or to our website at portlandcookstv.com, and you'll find yourself one for under $40. All right, so we've done our in our kitchen bit, so let's have a look and see if that fish is actually done in the oven.
I think you're looking for a firm press when you press it.
All right, that looks
Firm
great.
touch.
And of course smells great as well.
We're going to take it out of the pan now. Put our gnocchi in.
And so you're actually giving the gnocchi a bit of a sautéing.
Yeah, a little bit of a caramelization on it. And we'll add our spinach.
Lovely.
Get that wilted down. Take the spinach.
It's nice and
Put that in the
wilted.
center.
Beautiful green color.
Take our gnocchis, place them around. And we're going to take our sauce. Pour that around the edge here. Take our fish.
And it just
Place
sits
it
right
on
on top
top
of the spinach there.
And these are little arugula microgreens, just for added flavor, and some diced tomato for that cooked tomato and fresh tomato flavor.
That looks really great. So our potato encrusted fish, and we have one more dish to go, right?
Correct.
And when we come back, Bananas Foster, vanilla ice cream, and crepes. What could be more heavenly when Portland Cooks returns?